What is up, guys? I'll be investigating how Callum Carver actually makes about $200,000 per month with a quiz funnel, and he's in the B2C niche. So the things that I will be covering in this video are uh, introduce just his offer and his content, if you don't know who he actually is, and then I'll deep dive into his funnel. So that means the base sales copy, uh, confirmation page, pretty much everything, and then I'll outline the mistakes that he's made, and then I actually built in a funnel. So I have fixed most of the problems that I outlined. So I'll be showing you uh, the funnel and how it solves his problem. So let's get into the video. So I'm gonna start about by talking about his offer. So he basically his main offer is helping people turning their skills into profit, and his course, his program slash mentorship is named Skill to Profit. So that's the just the outline of what he actually does. And he opened a new channel. So this is, I believe, he's trying to serve coaches and one-man agencies. So bigger people that are making probably 20, 30K per month to help them scale 200 plus. Uh, but I think I'll be talking about the problem with this, and he also realized that he probably should just double down with helping beginners, because that's what his expertise actually lies in. So yeah, and he just his main organic sources are just uh, his Instagram and his TikTok. So he's pretty popular on both. So he has about 800K plus combined from both social medias. So, and he basically makes top of funnel contents in this video and top of funnel content in this social medias in Instagram and TikTok. And then most of the time he funnels them to the YouTube to nurture them more, and he has a shitload of content to do that. As you can see, he knows a lot about uh, just helping beginners. So this is this is a speedrunning a subscriber who has never made any money pretty much to 10K per month. So here he just basically documented everything. It's about a 4 hour video. So this is a really deep video, and uh, most people in his niche like it. And then he also speedrun from 0 to 10K by himself. So it's a 2 hour documentary. I think he was selling something like chatbots or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, as you can see, he has a shitload of credibility, uh, credibility, because he obviously has a result and he knows what he's talking about. But I'm not going to talk further about his top of funnel content, middle of funnel content, bottom of funnel content, because he did a good job on his second channel doing that. There's a about a 20-hour video. If you are interested, you can watch that. I'll be focusing more on his funnel and yeah, how he can fix that probably. So yeah, I'm going to start with just going to Kaizen, zkaizen.com. This is his landing page. So as soon as you go to the landing page, you will be introduced by a quiz. So he's running the quiz funnel, and he actually asks you this question: what's the best thing? What best describes your current situation? So this is just to um, go everything to copywriting principles. You probably know that you should actually just tell the reason that you actually want them to tell you this, because yeah, most people, when you give them reason, there's a probability, there's a better probability that they are going to give you a better answer. I think I read it in the book influenced by Caldini or something like that. So this is the page that you'll be introduced with. So the only thing that I can specify, he has a bit of social proof here, just the trust pilot in everything. Doing 500 plus entrepreneurs, they show that he just didn't pop out with the mentorship and it's not like it's a pretty just prepared and uh, a pretty deep mentorship that helped hundreds of entrepreneurs. So it's a bit of social proof. And unfortunately, after that, all of this, there's no there's no separation or segregation of these people. So he could probably just segregate them. For example, he could segregate people that chose this to go to another page that's dedicated for beginners, and then uh, for people that have a skill set but that haven't monetized it, he can make them go to a different page and so on and so forth. So the why he probably should do this is because it's actually really worth it, because you can hyper specify the VSL and the landing page copy everything to just meet them where they're at. Currently, I'm going to analyze his landing page. He just basically in his VSL too. There's a lot of problem with it. It goes all over the place. He's trying to help people that have no skills and also one-man agency owners that are making a few K per month. So if you are trying to target everyone, you end up pretty much targeting no one. So that's the problem. So any of these options that you choose, you will be redirected to this page. So there's no customization on anything based on the answer that they actually chose. So I'm going to analyze the copy. So you probably know the four things you probably should include in your copy. So these are the four emotions that you should include. The new emotion. You have to make them feel that like it's new and also easy. Yeah, you have to do this because if you actually don't do this, they are going to, yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. We try to conserve our energy, so we have to make it seem as easy as possible. Maybe we can make it easy from the perspective of effort, or we can make it seem easy from the perspective of time, just showing it takes just 2 hours a day and you can do this in 3 months or something like that. And also say showing people that have done the same. So this is just basically just showing social proof and what you have helped other people do, and then the big emotion to just help them tell them that you're going to help them achieve this big result. So let's just get into the copy. So learn the proven. This pushes the safe emotion, and then skill to profit framework. They probably haven't heard of it. Most of the people in the B2C space probably just heard of some business model, TikTok shop or something like that. This is going to sound brand new. That's helping people turning single high income scheme into 18K per month. This is the big goal, the thing that they actually look up to in a matter of months. So this pushes the easy motion a little bit. And here's the part, even if you don't have a skill or any experience, the problem that I have with this copy is because it's kind of trying to talk to everybody. So that's not good. And as you can see, if someone, like for example, that's a freelancer and yeah, he's making 2K to 5K per month, and he sees this is going to be a turn off because he just thinks he's going to be learning about fucking mindset and stuff like that. The things that probably won't help him, at least in his mind. So it's going to be a turn off. So hyper personalization is no longer an option because, for example, this guy has a lot of credibility, of course, but if he ends up, uh, if he actually ends up not personalizing enough, a person that has less credibility but more personalized, this is For example, he might say, this is just for freelancers. I'm going to help you scale to this. If he actually does that, he's going to just win. So that's the problem with just trying to reach as many people as possible. He needs to just hyper specify his offer. So and then when we go to DBSA, there's a decelerating flare. So as you can see, it's going really fast. And what about the 1 minute mark? The video is actually about 12 minutes long, something like that. But at about the minute mark, is going to be a minute or two more. Is going to be halfway there. So most people are going to think that this video is actually just 3 or 4 minutes. So uh, it really increases watch time, especially if it is B2C. So it doesn't mean you have to actually use this because there are caveats. So I'm going to talk about the caveats here. So this accelerating player is mostly used for the BISOP space because most of the people in BISOP are retards and they don't have the attention span to watch like 10 minutes, 20 minutes of video. So you've got to use these little techniques to just increase their retention. Otherwise, they are going to click off and like use everything that you can, like scarcity and just trying to, what do you call it? Trying to just dig deep into their pain and make them watch the video. So that's it. And as you can see, this is a trading offer. They are using everything that they can to make the video the people that land on the landing page watch the video much longer. So as you can see, this is also a accelerating player, but this is not advisable if you are selling to high-level business owners. They probably just want to jump to the places that they are interested. For example, this is an offer for coaching consultants, and as you can see, it's a Wistia player. There is no accelerating player, and it's actually divided into sections, and that's to help them just navigate through. And for example, if they know about challenge runners and they just want to hear about the offer, they are going to jump straight into the offer section and hear about his offer. So that's the distinction. If you are selling to just more sophisticated buyers, you probably shouldn't use it. But if you are selling to like BISOP people, like trading offers and stuff like that, you probably should use it. It will benefit you really much. So, and after that, there is the CTA, as you can see, and it's a pretty unique CTA because most of the time you probably see apply to qualify, etc., etc. But the CTA is different, translates into dollars, so that's a pretty unique CTA. So the goal of this is just to decategorize yourself and try to make yourself stand out, because if you look like somebody else, they're just going to price compare you, and that's not what you probably want, because that's going to be just a game to the bottom of the barrel. And so categorization is, as I said, you probably shouldn't be categorized, and then you just gives a brief overview of, maybe they might not watch the video, so a brief overview of the things that the deliverables in scale to profit, so scale identification and building foundations. He just it's just a description and then go to market. So he just uses this new because most people have heard of outreach and his secret outreach techniques and stuff like that. They are not going to be surprised by them. So he uses a new mechanism that is organic outbound systems. So if you see that, you will probably be like, what is that? So it sparks your curiosity, and utilizing the AI automation content that scale. So this also pushes the like new emotion, and then scale to six figures. Yeah, just he talks about SAD, system automation delegation. So it's just basically a brief of what his post is actually about. So this is pretty much it. The only problem, the copy is really good, but the only problem, as I said, is it's not personalized. If, for example, a person that is trying to just mm, start and learn a skill and hopefully get his first client, sees this, he's not going to resonate with this, a scale to six figures. So he's kind of a put off. But for example, if a freelancer that already has a pretty good skill sees this, he's not going to, yeah, it's not going to just click for him. So it's going to be a bit of a turn off. Uh, yeah, so here's our CCT, and at the end, I'm going to actually show how I solved this when I built his new funnel. And then he has his resources, his free resources, and these are the YouTube videos that I've showed. But there's a problem with these free resources, and that is when you actually click them, it opens in the current tab. So the current tab will be terminated. Unfortunately, you can make it that so that it actually opens on the next tab. So that's yeah, a quick fix that potentially increases the conversion rate by a bit. And also, yeah, it's a pretty unique thing to do. I see most sales pages just doing uh, putting a headline, a sub headline, and then the booking link here. So just to squeeze every bit of booking that they can. They are not trying to um, cause a drop off by putting resources and stuff. They might include a bit of testimonials, but even most people do that and show this after they actually go and book a call as a kind of nurturing mechanism. So here's a proof. So this is pretty much all of this section is pushing the safe emotion, just showing people in every scale possible, website development, videography, in every skill possible, making thinking and above, as you can see. So yeah, and another good thing that he's actually doing is just showing the outline of the main point of the testimonial. So as you can see, he's just summarizing the testimonials with just one sentence. So this is really important because most people aren't going to actually go ahead and watch it. So yeah, and then yeah, I think this is pretty much it. I'm going to just analyze the vessel for the next 5 minutes. I'm going to just spear run through it. So he builds a little bit of credibility in the vessel. So just showing that he did 100k profit and something like that. So I wouldn't recommend this if he was actually selling for people that are just beginners. So as you can see, the VSL is not also optimized for the people that are learning from the different quizzes, and then just using the unique mechanism. So it just shows that uh, this isn't a business model. He's just yeah, he's helping them monetize their skills, and then a bit of social proof. And after that, one thing that's going to fix the problem is just showing the one secret thing that can fix all of their problems, and then this is a pretty bad part, so I want to analyze it a bit deeper. So he just says this is kind of who is this for section, whether you don't know what skill you want to sell, or you come from a freelancing background, or even come from a corporate world, or so he's just trying to appeal to everybody. This is not good, as you can tell, because it kind of seems desperate and trying to just reach everywhere, and this is not an ideal thing to do. So here you can see maybe you are a freelancer, etc., etc. You are from the corporate world. So this is a pretty bad thing to do. You're not specifying to one person, and the way to do that is just to hyper personalize the search page. That's pretty easy to do. So after that, he just sets expectation for just increasing the retention. What I'm about to walk you through is going to sound like music to your ear. Yeah, give me 8 to 10 minutes. So he probably shouldn't say this because the whole purpose of the accelerating video player is just to increase the retention. If you tell them it's going to last 8 to 10 minutes, it will probably cause a little bit of a drop off. So you probably should just keep it low-key. And yeah, just he builds a little bit of credibility and then relatability. Yeah, I will move through. So most people are just trying different business models, and his entire just yeah, his entire motto is yes, you shouldn't start a business model because that's actually a combination of different skills. So you probably should just start with one skill, become pretty good at it, and then just sell that. So that's his entire motto. And then yeah, just give yourself a little bit of relatability. Saying I tried this and that, this business model and that business model. And he just comes to the epiphany moment. His new method that actually works, and then goes to his shows that he actually achieved his dream results. So, and after that, yeah, a pretty important section. Who is this not for? So, many people that are going to come from the make money quick, get rich quick scheme. So you probably shouldn't include these people in this course, in your course, because those are the people that are not going to do the work and end up just refunding. So all of the effort of your salespeople and from your end to the fulfillment is going to pretty much be a waste. So this is a pretty important section to include. Yeah, and he just basically elaborates on the framework for the next few minutes and then testimonial, and then he just does a thing called future pacing. It's pretty common in sales calls, so that you can also do them on VSL. So just yeah, as you can see, I want to run you through a thought experiment of me helping you. Is there any probability that you won't succeed seeing all of these testimonials of people that are exactly in the same place that you are make it? So, and then he just basically includes a little bit of a guarantee and then a CTA. So applying the button below. So that's pretty much it. That's the VSL. It's actually pretty good, but the only problem, as I said, is actually not specifying the avatar enough, and he actually, funnily enough, admitted it in his most recent video. It's about 2 weeks. He actually uploaded it about 2 weeks ago, so we can hear what he actually says.
And I'm also trying to hit agency owners, business owners. So when I'm trying to hit two different people with content, I'm making two different types of content at the same time. I'm talking to two different archetypes.
So yeah, as you can see, he's kind of reflecting what he actually did wrong, and yeah, it's a pretty bad thing to do. But he shouldn't actually just. It's good to remove the I'm the agency owner choice here, but he shouldn't stop talking to these people only and only serve to the freelancer, because you can actually just segregate them on his funnel, and I will be showing you how I actually was able to do it. And then yeah, uh, yeah, and then after clicking the CTA, you are going to be redirected to this page just to apply. So the first two questions are pretty kind of retarded questions, as you can read them. They are simple but kind of aggressive questions. So are you looking to monetize your skills? You might seem it might seem like this is a redundant question, but you can't believe actually how useful this is, because most people in this space are retards, and they might even not know why they are in this page in the first place. They might just click and apply for some fucking reason. So yeah, are you looking to monetize subscriptions? This is a simple question that just puts down everybody that's trying to get rich quick and looking for schemes. So yeah, it's a pretty good question. And then also just make them write a bit of an essay or something like that. It's a kind of micro commitment because if you make them apply write an essay to just join this group, they are going to value it more and it's going to show the commitment that they actually have. And then after that, here's the important question that is how much money that they actually have. So if you pick something anything less than 1K, so you will be redirected to this page. It's a Kaizen from Liquid. I believe this is just a bunch of modules and courses that are yeah, it's $247 and there is no salesman. You are going to just buy it. So it's a bunch of content in calculator or something like that. So yeah, it's yeah. And but if you choose anything above that, you will be uh, you'll be redirected to this page. You'll be So it's just this page is pretty much just trying to set expectation and then nurture them into just showing up in the code kind of prepared. So here's the actual basic script. So the first part is just hyping them up for people. Yeah, I will say thank you. We are super excited, something. And then he just sets expectation. And the expectation are he's going to be sending some emails that are going to quote unquote inform them about the program. In he just tell them to expect these emails because if they if they actually see these emails, they are going to show up in a call pretty prepared and you won't need to do much of they won't need to be much of a sales cycle and then just urging them to check out the testimonials and yeah, testimonials etc. on the page. So the purpose of and this is just to make them consume everything that he has to offer and then just try to get every question out of the way. Not every question, most questions out of the way so that the sales call can be really short and also uh, yeah, there will be more nurturing. So yeah, it's just the base here. It's just basically just urging them to schedule the call, to put the call on their calendar, so so they won't actually forget it. So the purpose of this entire base here is just to increase traffic and also conversion rate, so, because you won't need a really good salesman if you do your marketing pretty well. So yeah, there is a lot of content here for them to watch. Yeah, so this is pretty much it. And yeah, I actually, as you can see, I actually made him a new funnel. And the reason that I did that is because yeah, this one look is pretty wide. That's hyper specifying for the different archetype that he's actually serving. And I will be showing Alex Hormozy talking about this. So he's what
And
Alex
hyper
Hormozy says.
personalization is going to be, I mean, I'm saying 2026, but I don't think it's going to go back. So I think that's going to be the future. So let's 15.
So as you can see, Alex Hormozy is also talking about why hyper specialization is going to be demote in 2026. So let's just check out uh, the funnel that I made him. So this is the funnel. I don't know if you can see the full page. This is the funnel. So it's going to start with 3 questions, and you can see them. If I actually click this, there will be no further question. It's going to just redirect me to yeah, this page. So this is optimized for people that are just beginning, and the thing that it actually promises them. And as you can see, it's outlining for who it actually is. Learn how to master a high income skill from scratch and start monetizing it in weeks, not months. So this is the big promise that they actually want, and the sections also are optimized for beginners. So a clear starting point. So this is what they want, and then help to speed up your learning, to start learning fast, etc., etc. So this is pretty optimized, and also the call to action is also pretty optimized. But if they go ahead and actually click this, so I'm going to show you what happens. You will be redirected to another quiz. So this is just asking you your skill, and the purpose of asking you your skill is for further personalization. So let's just pick copywriting and show me how to turn my skills to money. So as you can see, let me show you how you can get paid good money for your copywriting skills. I think yeah. Yeah, let me show you how you can get paid good money for your copywriting skills. I
This is
couldn't find a more optimized VC, but as you can see here, this is pretty. This is from YouTube, but you can make separate three separate VC to actually target these people more. So as you can see, this is better than either this would happen than the previous VC without even a better VC optimized just to actually make them bookable. And yeah, as you can see, this is for people that actually have the skill but want to start getting paid. Let me get my first operating client. It actually takes the data that they are inputted and puts them on this page, and it's populated here. Copywriting skills and copywriting, and everywhere it's package your copywriting for paying clients. It's just for further personalization, and you might think that this is an overkill, but if you actually don't do this, you're kind of being left behind, because someone that's going to do this is going to just make their program look better suited for the people landing on their page. So even though this guy has better credibility than most people in the B2C space, he probably doesn't make much more. He's still making 200K per month. It's pretty big, but there are people in the B2C space that are less knowledgeable than him. For example, I would name you like Daniel Fazio, etc., that are making 7 figures per month. So yeah, that's it. And then the last option is for freelancers. I'm already freelancing and want to earn more and scale. So you're going to basically do the same thing. So let's just pick AI automation, for example. So yeah, learn how to scale doing freelance AI automation into a 10K per month online business using systems, automation, and delegation. This is what the freelancer actually want. They want to systemize everything and just beat up the business a little bit and just have a consistent income. So that's what we actually promise them. Get clients predictably without cold pitching or guesswork. So as you can see, put your AI automation offer in front of right audience. So yeah, scaling, clarify your offer, and build a premium offer. This is what they are actually interested in. I need the charger, but let me just finish it. Finish the video. So yeah, this is pretty much it for this video. I don't know if anybody is going to watch this far, but yeah, this is pretty much it. If you like the video, and if you want a quiz funnel built for you, just DM me on IG. I will have my IG somewhere in the description. That's pretty much it. Bye.